Elon Musk is terrified of Ford's insane new lithium phosphate battery. Lithium phosphate batteries are nothing new. They've been used in everything from cell phones to electric cars for years. However, Ford's new lithium phosphate battery is on another level entirely. With twice the energy density of a standard lithium-ion battery, it has the potential to completely revolutionize the electric car industry. And that has Tesla CEO Elon Musk shaking in his boots. In a recent interview, Musk admitted that he was very impressed by the new technology and that it was a big step forward. He also said that he was worried about Tesla's ability to compete in the future. It's clear that Musk is shaken by Ford's latest innovation, and it will be interesting to see how Tesla responds in the coming months. In this video, we will take a look at Ford's new battery and see what has Musk so terrified. Elon Musk is asking for increased investment in lithium, the silvery white metal used to manufacture electric car batteries. He previously lamented the metal's insane pricing, claiming that anybody who enters the refining sector essentially gets a license to manufacture money. The billionaire is correct. As the automotive industry transitions away from filthy fossil fuels and toward greener battery power, lithium is gaining more attention. In recent years, both the metal's demand and price have risen. There are still concerns about whether the world will be able to mine, process, and export enough lithium to sustain the green revolution that is expected to take place over the next decade and beyond. We've covered the basics of why lithium is so crucial and what may happen next. What exactly is lithium, and what function does it play in electric vehicles? It's an important component of the high-voltage lithium-ion batteries that power electric vehicles. It's also found in laptop, batteries, and other similar products. Why is Musk griping on it? As automakers have increased their sales of electric vehicles in recent years and made lofty promises about their electric futures, hence demand for lithium has skyrocketed. According to McKinsey, lithium prices had surged 550% in the previous year as of the beginning of March. According to S&P Global Commodity Insights, demand for the metal will surpass supply for at least the next 5 years, and the deficit might extend until 2030. In light of this, it's easy to see why Musk is pressing businesses to process more lithium. While raw lithium is plentiful, it must be refined before it can be used in battery cells. Getting adequate battery-grade lithium is one of the most difficulties automakers will face in the near future. According to Sam Abuelsamid, Chief E-Mobility Analyst at Guidehouse Insights, sources of the metal are still limited, he says, because there wasn't much need for it before EVs took off. However, the sector is seeking to increase supply. We'll probably be fine in the next 3 to 5 years, Abuelsamid said. If those alternative lithium sources are not found reasonably fast, we obviously face a very significant danger of not having enough lithium in the later part of the decade. What are automakers doing about it? Because of the uncertainty surrounding the availability of lithium, manufacturers have gone right to the source to secure their own supplies. Ford announced this week deals with lithium businesses that would allow it to produce 600,000 electrified vehicles per year beginning in 2023. GM has made similar agreements. Both have made a point of working with suppliers situated in the United States. Automakers want to avoid becoming overly reliant on imports after being burnt by the prolonged computer chip shortfall, according to Abuelsamid. The vast majority of today's lithium supply is mined in South America or Australia and processed in China. Tesla has stated that it is investigating the possibility of refining lithium on its own. We're also working on lithium refining activities because the greatest way to understand how to expedite something is to do it yourself, CFO Zachary Kirkhorn recently stated. Is there a cost to mining lithium in terms of the environment? Environmentalists have criticized the lithium mining activities for depleting local water sources. According to Steve Christensen, executive director of the Responsible Battery Coalition, these behaviors are now in the minority. One option to make EV batteries more ecologically friendly while also increasing lithium supply is to put more emphasis on recycling lithium-ion cells. According to Christensen, if battery recycling were extended, rewarded by the government, and made more effective, it would dramatically reduce the need to mine and refine new lithium. I absolutely agree with Musk that you can create your own money, he remarked. If we could establish an incentive for recycled content in batteries, I think you could effectively make a money printing machine out of recycled materials. Ford is discussing more details about sourcing battery production capacity and the basic raw materials to power all of those EVs that are definitely not vaporwave cars. It comes just a few months after announcing a radical split structure that places its electric vehicle future in a new segment called Model E. Ford intends to have adequate battery supply by late 2023. to accommodate the manufacturing of 270,000 Mustang Mach-E's, 150,000 Transit EVs, 150,000 F-150 Lightnings, and 30,000 units of an unknown all-new mid-size SUV slated for introduction in Europe. What it did not mention is a Bloomberg article claiming that the corporation is going to lay off up to 8,000 individuals from the Ford Blue sector, which is now in charge of its legacy internal combustion engine-powered operations. Updates to the batteries utilized in the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning EVs are part of the plan unveiled today. Contemporary Amperex technology, CATL, and lithium iron phosphate batteries, LFP, will be used in the Mustang Mach-E in 2023 and the F-150 Lightning in 2024. Ford claims they will be accessible alongside traditional nickel-cobalt manganese NCM batteries, which is similar to Tesla's strategy. Tesla stated in its Q1 financial report earlier this year that almost half of Tesla vehicles manufactured in Q1 were fitted with a lithium iron phosphate battery, containing no nickel or cobalt, which included most standard range vehicles. Ford will follow the same approach, employing them for normal range battery packs and capitalizing on the advantages of LFP batteries, which are less expensive but less energy dense. Between the new packs and doubled capacity at LG Energy Solutions, Wrocław, Poland, production facility, as well as additional cell production capacity from SK On, Ford claims it has 100% of the battery cell production capacity needed to build 600,000 electric cars and trucks annually by late 2023. Looking ahead, Ford signed a separate non-binding Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with battery giant CATL to explore a partnership for producing batteries throughout China, Europe, and North America. This is in addition to previously announced battery installations in Kentucky and Tennessee, as well as partnerships with mining firms to directly acquire raw materials. It includes the majority of the nickel required until 2026 and beyond. Ford wants to invest $50 billion in electric vehicles by the end of 2026. While Tesla's profitability and prices made headlines last week, a potentially game-changing breakthrough for the global auto industry went virtually unnoticed. The electric pioneer in the United States revealed that over half of the vehicles it produced in the first quarter were outfitted with lithium iron phosphate, LFP batteries, a less expensive alternative to the nickel and cobalt-based cells that dominate in the West. The announcement, which was overshadowed by the carmaker's $19 billion sales and Elon Musk's Twitter rant, was the first time Tesla had published such details on its battery composition. It sent a strong indication that iron-based cells are finally gaining worldwide appeal, at a time when nickel is hampered by supply issues caused by Russia's war in Ukraine. Cobalt is contaminated by tales of terrible working conditions at artisanal mines in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Tesla isn't the only company betting that LFP batteries, which are currently popular in China, will make inroads into Western markets. According to a Reuters examination of the electric vehicle (EV) market and interviews with many stakeholders, more than a dozen businesses are considering developing facilities for LFP batteries and components in the United States and Europe over the next 3 years. "I believe lithium iron phosphate has a fresh lease of life," said Mujib Ijaz, founder of the US battery firm Next Energy, which is looking for a production location in the United States. It provides an obvious and long-term benefit to the electric car sector. Ijaz has been in the sector long enough to watch a technology that failed to catch on in the United States a decade ago regain traction. How was the chief technology officer of A123, a Michigan-based firm that went bankrupt in 2012 and was bought out by a Chinese corporation? He and other LFP supporters noted the relative abundance and lower prices of iron as a crucial element that is beginning to overcome the limitations that have slowed the global adoption of LFP cells. They are larger, heavier, and usually carry less energy than NCM cells, giving them a shorter range. This brings us to the end of our video. If you enjoyed the content, then don't forget to smash the bell icon below. Until next time, peace.